Which one? What do you,
Both
specific
of them.
questions? Well, maybe take that one. So this is kind of around a video that I saw that is exposing the state of Oklahoma, which is pro-life. Sorry, I got behind my shades here. And it's you can see the video if you want to scan that on your phone. You can watch the video. It's very informative. But Oklahoma has special murder rights for women. In other words, they have impunity and immunity from murdering their babies, and they're the chief abortionists in that state. They're number 5 in the nation for what's called self-managed baby murder. I try not to use the word abortion because it's baby murder. It's just straight up. Do you believe that?
I do believe
okay,
that.
That's great. That's great. But the pro-life movement says that women are always victims. Now, to be fair, I know people. I don't personally know any women that fit this category, but I know people that say, yeah, they know the such and such woman. Her boyfriend said, "I'm going to kill you if you don't have this abortion." You know, like, well, that's pretty. Now I could call that's coercion.
Right.
But I've been doing abolition work. You know, I'm going to set this down here because it's getting kind of windy. I don't want to bang you in the head with it, but at least not physically. Right? I'm John, right?
I'm Nat.
Nice to meet you. Yeah. Where was I saying? Oh yeah. So my experience has been I've been doing abolitionist work, going to abortion mills, going to pride festivals, colleges, and high schools, and 10 to 11 years, never met a victim woman. They're always F them babies. I ate babies for breakfast. Here's a common one. What's your name? What's your name? I want to make a donation to Planned Parenthood. I'm going in there, and they actually have money, and they go, I'm making a donation. Whether those things are actually true and real, or they're just trying to mess with me, those are not victims.
Right.
They're not victims. But do you believe all women are always victims of abortion?
I don't know. I think it depends on the situation, but most of the time, it's always the child who's the victim, right?
Yeah,
it's always the child
I'd agree.
who's the
Yeah,
victim.
that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the idea there. But what I'm saying is, and you can find a lot of information if you want to take a picture of that. Go to abolitionistrising.com. It's for abolishing abortion, or we're abolitionists. And so got a lot of good information, but you scan that one, it'll take you right to the video. It's kind of long, it's like 2 hours, but it's going between 2 abolitionists and then a guy who's pro-life. Have you heard of the Babylon Bee? Yeah, it's Joel Berry, and he's a super sweet guy, but he's definitely pro-life, and you can see the difference in their arguments between pro-life and abolitionists. So it's really good. Yeah, if you just get on your photo thing, you can it'll scan it, and then you can save that URL and then watch it in your leisure. But it's a great video. You don't have to agree with it, but I think you can at least consider that. And then like this one here, we're talking about equal justice. In other words, we're not trying to pigeonhole women and say let's execute all the women. In fact, some people misunderstand and say we're promoting retroactive, like non-retroactive. In other words, go back in time and try and find any woman who's ever had an abortion and go execute her. No, that's not the way laws work. It's like as soon as we enact a law, now they're going forward, and it's still always as in the United States, it's always innocent until proven guilty. Other countries, whole different story. They take you off, drag you off. Oh yeah, kill you or cut your head off if you're a Muslim country. But it's always innocent until proven guilty. Yeah.
Are you promoting death penalty for?
Oh yeah, and I think I might have that on the other side. My friend Casey, where's he at? Oh yeah. So if you want to go and you get a chance to go talk to Casey about that sign there, that talks about the death penalty. And again, it's only for the guilty. They have to be tried. But the thing is, the problem is somebody was stating, and Joel Berry did in his video, he said that we need to show mercy to the women, like we're some sort of bloodthirsty people. It's like, well, you can't show mercy to someone who's not guilty, right? That the purpose of mercy is to say, well, you did this. The judge found that, you did this, but you were under duress. You robbed this bank or whatever. So we're gonna give you 15 years instead of 35, right? He's gonna have mercy on it. But if there's no law about robbing banks, he can't give you mercy. So we have to have laws in place that say abortion is criminalized, it's capital punishment, it's a death penalty, whatever it would be for. I think it should be up to the states to decide the method, but absolutely the death penalty, and not just for women, but for anybody who commits the abortion. The abortion I'm saying doctoring, and I got that in my head. The abortionist, which, like I say, in Oklahoma, chiefly it's the woman who's the abortionist, takes that pill. She can take it on live TV, she can take it on the Capitol steps in front of a sheriff, and they go, can't do anything because of pro-life legislation. And you see on the other side of his sign, hey Casey! Oh, you have to talk to him. On the other side, it has four bills, or either House bill or Senate bill, and then it has the state and the date. And so you don't have to take my word for it. I just wanted to put those up so I'd remember them. I'd take a picture and then go look them up and see, what happened to that. It was a bill of equal protection. All of them were. In other words, criminalizing abortion to protect the babies. But they've all been shot down by pro-life leaders. So in the case of Oklahoma, it was SB 13, and actually several of my friends here are abolitionists were actually there when they killed that bill of abolition.
So pro-life leaders, as in like people who are against abortion?
Yeah, and not just pro-life. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's Oklahoma for Life or something, but it's a pro-life organization. They jumped on it, killed it, and then other pro-life organizations. I think there was a huge number that jumped in and said, no, we don't want this because it's going to punish women. I don't know if why they would just single out women, but they do. And Joel Berry explains that in his rebuttal to the abolitionists in that video. There, he says we shouldn't punish women. We should carve out something in law. He says, yeah, it should be criminalized, but we should carve out this thing for women. And he makes a very emotional appeal to it. But unfortunately, in that video, he provides zero scripture where the abolitionists are saying, here's Genesis 9:6. Man's blood is shed, by his blood shall be shed. So there's a justification for the death penalty. It talks about in Ecclesiastes doing it quickly so it doesn't linger. So swift justice, good justice. And granted, some people say, well, our court system is corrupt. Well, yeah, it's kind of like saying, well, I don't drive cars anymore because I drove one time and the tire got flat, so I'm not into cars anymore.
Yeah.
Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, right? Yeah. So
is that just something in Oklahoma, or is that just something in Oklahoma? Or
no, I was going to say Oklahoma was the SB 13 that's listed on that sign. You can go look them up. But there's a Louisiana. I think there was Texas. Can't remember the others. Maybe Tennessee was the other, or Georgia. Oddly, there were southern states. The Bible Belt. Yikes! How's it going? How you doing, Debbie? Good to see you. We're having a great conversation here. You guys going to be here for a while? Oh, okay. Hi. Yeah, did you have some more questions?
No,
Sorry.
thank you. No, thank you.
I appreciate it. But yeah, I could go all day just talking about that.
That's awesome. I really
But
appreciate it. Yeah.
but you may be, and I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying everyone here in the pro-life movement believes the same thing. It's not like a monolith. Because I talked to one lady and I go, wow, I think she's an abolitionist. She would say, never it's okay to murder a baby. Should be criminalized. Women are not victims. I'm going, oh, you need to, be an abolitionist. That's hashtag. If you look up hashtag Plexit, Plexit, pro-life exit, and then hashtag not a victim. Somebody's got. Well, let's see. I made even. Oh yeah, right there. Hashtag not a victim. If you look those up, click on those hashtags, you'll get just a wealth of information that'll help you.
Yeah, thank
Whether you
so
agree
much.
with it, I don't know, but.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, thanks for
awesome.
talking.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, feel free if you have any more questions. Yeah.